Tonight was pasta night and I made my stuffed cheesy jumbo shells. Let me show you how I made them. In a pot, I added some extra virgin olive oil and then I turned my heat up to medium. And then I added in half of a green bell pepper and one small onion just chopped up. If your onion is on the larger side, just go ahead and use half. I just cooked these down until my onions were translucent and my pepper softened up a bit. Then I went ahead and added in my ground turkey. I use ground turkey, but you can use ground beef if you'd like. To be honest, my ground turkey was still a little bit frozen because I took it out of the freezer too late, but it's fine. We made it work. Once it was all browned up, I went ahead and started seasoning it. I added some Italian seasoning and I went heavy on this because I love the basil, parsley, and oregano flavors in this dish. Next, you know I couldn't leave it out. I added some sazon completa, complete seasoning, and then some garlic powder. If you have fresh garlic or minced garlic, go ahead and add that. I didn't, so I just added garlic powder and it was delicious. Next, I added this tomato paste. You can use tomato sauce, but I specifically like this one because it already has basil, garlic, and oregano flavors, so it just adds a little extra oomph to your dish. And then to help move things along and get them nice and combined, I went ahead and added a splash of red wine. Next, I took a jar of pasta sauce. Go ahead and use your favorite. This is what I had on hand. This was traditional sweet basil. I do like to use a sweeter sauce for this, like this one or a marinara. And then all I did was add some water to the jar just to make sure that I got every last drop out. I went ahead and mixed everything together and then I turned off my heat, put a lid on my pot, and set it aside so that I could start cooking my pasta. I took a large pot of water, added some salt, brought that to a boil, and then I used these jumbo shells that I picked up at the grocery store. You can use whatever brand you like, but these are the ones that I used. I did end up using the entire box. Once my water came to a boil, I added in my pasta, and then while my pasta was cooking, I went ahead and started working on the ricotta cheese mixture that I was going to be filling each shell with. And this is super easy. All you need is 4 ounces of Parmesan cheese, 1 egg, and a 15-ounce tub of ricotta cheese. Go ahead and mix everything together, and that's it. You're done. Do take your time and make sure that you combine the egg and the ricotta really well before folding in your cheese. Once your noodles are cooked, I recommend taking them out one by one. You do not want to break these, and some of them are kind of like inside of one another, and that's fine. I set them off onto a plate or a baking sheet like this. Just let them cool a little bit before you start handling them. There are some little pieces like this. You can use them if you want. I choose not to. And then I just took a baking dish like this, and then I started to ladle in some of the meat sauce at the bottom. You don't need very much, but you do want that first layer of sauce. And then all you do is take your jumbo shells and a little spoon. This is like a teaspoon. And then I just stuff each one with some of that ricotta mixture that we mixed up earlier, and then I lay it into the meat sauce. Go ahead and do that with all your shells. I did have some left over. So what I did was I mixed up some of the meat sauce with them and I stored them in the fridge for tomorrow for my son to have for lunch. Once all of your shells are filled, go ahead and pour the remaining meat sauce all over the top. Then you're going to top this with cheese. I chose mozzarella cheese. I did an entire pack of mozzarella cheese. And then I did end up using a little bit of this Italian cheese mixture that I just had in my fridge just to make sure that it was completely coated. And then I baked this at 375 degrees for 25 minutes. And then at the end, after the 25 minutes, I did broil this for a little bit just to make sure that my cheese was nice and golden brown on the top. Guys, you seriously have no idea how good this is. I promise you, you make this and you serve it, and your family's going to be in heaven. Look how cheesy this is. Hope you like it, guys. Let me know if you make it.